Welcome, seekers! You have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel. My name is Ricky, and in today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, we are asking Spirit, what will happen this week? Now, this can be for the week that you are currently on. This can be for the upcoming week. Whatever week, this is a timeless pick a card tarot reading and oracle reading as well. Just want to remind you also that I am offering private readings at this time. So if you are interested, you will have to go through my Etsy store, and I am going to include a link to that Etsy store in the description below. I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you for subscribing, for being a part of this channel. Let's go ahead and get started. In front of you, you have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Go ahead and make your selection now. I will include the timestamps in the description below, and I will see you in your group. Welcome, group number 1, to your weekly reading. Alright, so in front of us we have 2 oracle cards and 1 tarot card. We're going to start with the tarot card. This is from the Supernatural Join the Hunt tarot deck. I haven't used it in many readings, but I'm going to use it for this one because it's definitely very special. So let's see what your tarot card is for the week. Alright, we've got the Emperor for this week. Interesting. So, the Emperor is shown here as John Winchester, and so John Winchester is a master hunter, a skilled, knowledgeable hunter, and his record is to essentially help his sons, right? Once they find the journal, they decide to follow in his footsteps, for those Supernatural fans out there. So the Emperor is advising you to stay vigilant, sensible, and disciplined for this week. The fact that we've got the Emperor showing up also talks about building a foundation, a solid foundation, creating order out of whatever chaos might essentially come your way. This is what the Emperor represents. Alright, so let's go ahead and reveal another card. This one is from the Seasons of the Witch, Shaman's Oracle. Let's take a look and see what we have here. I'm sorry, not Shaman, Samhain. Alright, we've got Transformation, and the card reads, like 1,000 storms held and hands soft against the winds, there is change arising from deep within. My oh my. So, when transformation finds itself in a reading, it is because you are on the cusp of some kind of significant shift. The winds are rolling in, so you better get ready. Even if you aren't aware of it, you set things in motion. Group number 1. Every thought, every prayer, every action and inaction is a seed of manifestation waiting to take root. So manifestation is about to surface. It looks like a lot of you have put your intentions forward. You've wanted something for a long time. This is the week where you're going to start seeing this, okay? And it looks like with the Emperor, there's been some chaos all around you. Maybe things haven't been as precise as you would want for them to be. And it looks like you've been putting some work, some prayer, some dedication, some visualization magic. This is the week where you start seeing progress in this area. Transformation beckons. Okay. So the third card is from an oracle deck that I have never used anywhere in the channel. So it's from the Wicca Oracle cards. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Number 10. Oh wow. Okay, so this one is a pretty nice card. This is Litha, right? And Litha is essentially telling you well, first let's talk about Litha. So Litha is midsummer. It's the summer solstice, when the sun's power is at its height, right? So the fact that you're getting this card just tells me that there's intentions that you've asked for, or things that you've asked for during that time, during that midsummer, summer solstice, things that you've put into motion, things that you've really want to manifest. And so it looks like this week you're going to start seeing some of that, energy coming in, some of that manifestation energy coming in. And this is the week where you start seeing some progress in that area. So, This card is asking you to take advantage of this time of empowerment to do work that will advance your goals, both magical and mundane. Your personal charisma is strong and your fiery warmth will attract others to you. So community connections thrive as you share common ideals. Group number 1, powerful week for you. Let's go ahead and we're going to keep the oracle cards coming. I just want to see if we can get some advice, right? Some advice from the oracle. So we're going to keep this going. We're going to throw some Moonology cards and get some advice for this week for you. Spirit, help us out here. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? What advice? Okay. So, very interesting, very interesting. You've got number 1, a time for healing. Okay, so this is a time for healing for this week. It's what we're getting here. This is Balsamic Moon. Let me see if it focuses. There we go. A time for healing. Okay, that's the first card out. The second card is it's time to take action. New moon in Aries for the week. It's time to take action. And then the third card, we have the energy is gaining momentum. All right. So there's definitely there's that transformation energy once again, right? There's that transformation energy once again. So, how can we reconcile every single one of these cards with the other oracle cards, right? So we have an energy of transformation. We have an energy here of manifestation from things and desires that you've pretty much asked for in midsummer. And we have this emperor that tells us that it's time to create some order out of that chaos. You're being asked to be vigilant, attentive, and forward moving in your approach. But you're also being reminded here by the moon that you have to focus on your healing. If this will not work unless you essentially are completely and utterly in balance, in peace. Nothing that essentially will bring that kind of chaotic energy into your life will help you at this time. So it is time to take action. It is time to be vigilant. It is time to move forward and to try and manifest what you want. And the reason why is because there is an energy that is surrounding you, that is empowering you. There's a magic around you that wants to help you move forward effectively. So go ahead and do what you need to do. Do everything that you need to do. It can be just ritualistic in nature. It could essentially just be making a decision in a very important area of your life and sticking to it. But go ahead and do it because there is a very strong support for this week. All right, so I want to throw some tarot. I want to see what the tarot gives us. I'm going to use a deck that I don't think I've ever used in the channel either, and if I did, it was a very long time ago. This is the Witch's Tarot. All right, so here we go. So what can we get for this week? What's coming for this week? What is coming for this week? What information can we obtain for the week? All right, so we've got some interesting energies here. We've got the Fool. So, I think that for a lot of you, one of the things that you are going to start seeing is newness. We've got definitely an energy here of newness. So that's that manifestation energy. For a lot of you, you've wanted a new start, a new beginning. Maybe some of you have been trying to manifest the career or job of your choosing or of your desire. Maybe the relationship. We do definitely see here with the Four of Wands that there is a desire to build a home, to build something that's going to be everlasting, right? So the Four of Wands talks about that home, that building, that structure. The Fool just, the Fool just kind of beckons us to move out of this kind of static energy or stasis energy into an energy of just pure bliss, pure ecstasy, right? The Fool wants us to follow him into the journey of self-discovery, the journey of manifestation, the journey of the hero. And so I feel that a lot of you are going to start a new path, a new cycle. Something very important is about to rise up for you. The fact that we're in the middle of the week, we're shifting from September to October. I feel like energetically and psychically that's going to do something very important to some of you. Now, another thing that you're going to see for this week is a support. You're going to receive some kind of charity, and that charity is going to come possibly from your family, for some of you, but for others it's going to come from an outside source, not your family. I think that for a lot of you, you're in need of some of that charity, some of that help, some kind of tangible value that you can obtain. So you will achieve that. You will obtain that. We see that with the Five of Pentacles reversed, talking about that charity. The fact that we've got the Ten of Pentacles reversed, which is talking about the family unit, and just the financial power of that family. The fact that it's reversed tells me that maybe there's been a lack of resources going around in your family. So this manifestation, this power that's kind of, looming, this energy that's gaining momentum, it could very well be financial in nature. I think that a lot of you that are watching this, you are worried about your finances maybe, or you're just worried about manifesting something physical, right? So this is the week where you start making progress in that area. This is truly awesome, and I truly wish you beautiful seekers the best possible week that you can have. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2, to your weekly readings. Let's go ahead and reveal some of the cards. Today we're going to be using a very special tarot deck, or at least just one card out of that tarot deck. It's the Supernatural Tarot deck. So let's see what card is going to be the theme for your week. Ooh, okay. You've got the Ten of Swords, or the Ten of Blades. And so this is a very interesting card. For all of you supernatural buffs out there, this card as illustration is Adam Milligan. So Adam Milligan's life is filled with painful twists of fate. After growing up thinking that he's an only child, Adam discovers he has half a brother, Sam and Dean, and is then swept into their dark, complicated supernatural world. Eventually, he's even sealed into Lucifer's cage along with Michael, Sam, and Lucifer. So, the Ten of Blades represents a dramatic turn of events and advises you to stay on your toes and expect the unexpected, because you never know what fate has in store for you. Okay, that's an interesting, very interesting card to get for the week. Let's go ahead and see if we can gain a little more understanding or clarity about this card. So the next card we're going to go ahead and reveal is from the Season of the Witch, Samhain's Oracle. Let's go ahead and see what your witch is. Okay, so you've got Haunted. Haunted. And the card reads, the breaking of the floor beneath your naked feet, the creaking of the walls as the cold kisses flesh. You're never really alone when in the company of hauntings within the bone. Wow. So, group number 2, you have pulled the Haunted card because there is something that you must atone for. Okay? You've locked something away, choosing to ignore it rather than own up to your mistake. This can be something that you have done to someone else, but also something you feel you've done to yourself. So perhaps a choice you'd like to, forget, or even a trauma that you never dealt with could be a possibility. Whatever your situation, group number 2, know that your hauntings will continue until you are ready to face the monster your pain has created. So interesting card, right? Let's go ahead and reveal the third Oracle card and see if we can gain more insight into this. All right, so this is from the Wicca Oracle deck. Let's take a look. Oh, you've got the Book of Shadows, and the Book of Shadows is actually reversed. So the Book of Shadow reversed, you're being asked for this week to go back to the basics of your spiritual practice, keeping it very simple, okay, until you are feeling in touch with your essential sacred self. Okay, very interesting card. Okay, so I think the message is clear. I'm not going to go ahead and recap it. Let's go ahead and throw some more Oracle cards. I want to see what what other pieces of advice Spirit wants to provide you with for this week of September 27th through October 3rd. We are going to use the Moonology deck to gain some understanding. So Spirit, guide us. What do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here? Okay, all right. Yeah, yep. This makes sense. So let's start with the very first message that Spirit wants to deliver to you for this week. Number 1, the answers you need are coming. Full Moon in Gemini. Okay, the answers you need are coming. Number 2, don't let your past hold you back. All right? Number 2, don't let your past hold you back. And number 3, conclusions are within reach. My oh my. Group number 2. Okay. There's definitely something festering. There's this inner darkness that's festering, that's lingering. And so what I feel is going on is that you are in somehow for the past maybe few weeks or a couple of days, there's no clear understanding of how long this has been going on, but you've been maybe feeling a bit down, upset, feeling a bit dark. Deep down inside, there's this sense of nihilism, And so it's important for you to just start anew. It's important for you to just take a deep breath at this moment for this week, relax, and understand that even though things have happened in the past, you can't let it affect your future. And understand that if you are still currently going through some kind of darkness that you created or someone else created for you, it is going to be coming to an end very, very soon. Conclusions are within reach, and the answers that you are needing are coming. That's the promise that Spirit has for you with these Moonology cards. So let's see if we can get a little more understanding about this. I'm going to throw 4 tarot cards, and this is from the Witch's Tarot. And we're going to try and gain a little understanding with the Witch's Tarot. Let's see what we get. Spirit, guide us. Guide us, guide us, guide us, guide us, guide us. All right, so we're gaining a little more understanding of what this darkness that's festering within you is. And it is pretty dynamic. It is definitely something. So, we start with the 9 of Wands. You've been hurt. You've definitely been hurt, and now you are on the defensive. It's causing something inside of you. It's causing for you to be very, very defensive. Possibly, very protective, overly protective. So you've gone from a place of just stability to a place of complete chaos. You are in a little bit of chaos here. And so what I feel is that it's leading you to be protective. It's leading you to just, get rid of people. You don't want to entertain people. You don't want to be around people maybe. You don't want to do things that you used to do in the past. There's this sense of nihilism. So there's definitely something building here. And I think that maybe it's because something that you've wanted did not happen. Something that you've really wanted to happen did not occur. Maybe this is something that you heard from someone. I'm seeing that you've got this Queen of Pentacles here. So I think that maybe you got some advice from someone that seemed a reliable source. Maybe this is the help from someone who seemed like they had everything together. They told you something was going to happen. It didn't happen. So now you're questioning everything. There's a sense of just, a growing mistrust. There's a sense of just not, being open and willing to listen to other people. Also, the Queen of Pentacles reverse can be talking about your health, okay? Your health is just not all that great. Maybe some of you are going through health issues, and this has really impacted you. It's hurt you. It's affected you, and you wish that this can just go away. You wish that there can be an answer presented to you. You wish that things are different, but unfortunately, you are having to go through this, and it's very difficult for some of you. And then with the Hangman reversed, what I'm seeing is anxiety. It's also an unwillingness to accept a situation, or an unwillingness to just let go of expectations, let go of a desire to have something so badly that it almost becomes an obsession, right? So the Hangman, reverse just tells you that you've wanted something really badly, you've tried to go out and get it, and potentially divine timing was just not working. It wasn't meant to be at the time that you wanted it, and so this has left you feeling very unhappy. We've got the Nine of Cups reversed. So the Nine of Cups reversed is the card of unhappiness, right? This woman looks satisfied when she's upright, but when reversed, this woman is just very unhappy with her life, very unhappy with her situation, possibly searching and looking for answers that potentially just are not there presently. Keep in mind, group number 2, what Spirit is trying to communicate to you here. The answers you are needing are coming. Don't let your past hold you back. Conclusions are within reach. Have faith that this is going to happen. Have faith that Spirit has not abandoned you. Have faith that things are going to start shifting and changing for you in a positive way. All right. So that has been your weekly reading. Thank you, Seekers, for watching. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3, to your weekly reading. So in front of you, you have 2 oracle cards and 1 tarot deck. As promised, we're going to use the Supernatural Join the Hunt tarot deck. This is definitely one of my favorites. I haven't used it before, I think only once. So we're going to use it in this reading, and it's just going to represent, we're going to throw just 1 card, and it's going to represent the theme for your week. So let's take a look and see what the theme for this week is. You have got the 9 of Bones. And, for all you supernatural fans out there, the 9 of Bones is the Archangel Raphael. And the Archangel Raphael fiercely fights to become the new ruler of heaven after Michael's defeat. This is a traditionalist. He sees this position as his right. And the 9 of Bones essentially is advising you to defend and protect what's yours. Don't let others come between you and your goals. It is time to get clear on your boundaries and stick to them. All right? Interesting theme for your week. All right. So the next card that we're going to unveil is the Season of the Witch. This is the Samhain Oracle. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have here. Ancestors. Okay, ancestors. They hiss, a quivering so deep only roots of your soil can lift, the nakedness hidden within the vows made in silence, an ancient chill walking upon the spine. Oof, interesting. So, group number 3, the card of ancestors is a very interesting one. You're being asked by your ancestors at this moment to rest easy, right? Rest easy. You are being protected and guided by your ancestors, even if you can't see how. Everything that has brought you here has been for a purpose. There is, some lesson that, or some lesson, blessing, or miracle in every situation that you've ever faced. This is good or bad. So trust in those who watch over you. Know that there are thousands, maybe millions of your ancestors who have walked before you, sharing your love, wisdom, and protection. So you are being told you are protected for this week. Group number 3, if you're facing any kind of calamity, if you're feeling in some ways, downtrodden, disenfranchised, being taken advantage of, if there's something looming that has you worried, fear not, say your ancestors, you are protected at this time. Interesting. So the second oracle card is from a card that I've never used before ever. This is from the Wicca oracle cards. Let's see what your card. You've got Samhain. Yes, this is a beautiful omen. Group number 3, you've got Samhain. Okay, so this card is so special because it's talking about your ancestors again. The ancestors are offering guidance for the week, so watch for unexpected messages. Group number 3, these messages will come in your dreams. Also chance encounters with strangers or voices whispered on the wind. Remember, you have nothing to fear in the dark. My goodness, your ancestors are very close to you at this moment. They want to help you. They want to assist you. They want you to know that whatever problems or limitations you may be going through, these things are not here to break you. They are here to make you. They're here to pass. They're here to essentially teach you a lesson, but they're not made to keep you in any way, shape, or form down. So trust that things are going to move and shift for you in a positive way. Now, we've got the Moonology that we're going to go ahead and use. We're going to throw 3 Moonology cards that are going to offer some guidance and advice, and then we're going to throw some Tarot to see what else is going to be coming for the week. So, Moonology, what information do you have to share with us? What do we have here for this week? What do you want to tell group number 3? Okay. Interesting. So the first message from the Moonology cards: don't let your past hold you back. See if it comes into focus for us here. Don't let your past hold you back. Right? South Node. And then the second card is: you are good enough. Full Moon in Virgo. You are good enough. And then the third message is: adjustments are required. Okay? Adjustments are required. So this is interesting, and I think that there's just so much information here to dissect. Number one, I feel that, there might be something going on in your life that you're feeling down. You're feeling maybe potentially like someone wants to harm you or bring you down or take you from your position. This could be in your career. Maybe there's some kind of financial situation or just something looming that you're fearful of. And it has to do with something from your past. Don't let that hold you back. Don't let that affect you. Always remember that you have these energies around you that, even though you can't see, they're helping you. They've identified themselves as your ancestors, and you have 2 oracle cards confirming that, right? So don't let your past hold you back. You are protected at this time. Also with this Virgo card, very interesting, right? You are good enough. So some of you potentially feel like you aren't good enough. You feel like maybe the situations that are around you are too much for you to bear, for you to handle. You feel like things are just not going to be okay. Potentially you feel a bit chaotic, and you are feeling like, you might essentially break, and this breaking is not going to be very good for you. It's like you feel like the weight of the world is just too heavy to carry. It's too heavy, and you are being reminded that you're not walking alone. You're not alone. Group number 3, you are not alone. You do have help. So the third card is interesting because it's saying that there's something that needs to change and shift in your life, and that change and that shift is something that needs to come, and it is required. So it's going to be very interesting to see what that is. I feel like your ancestors are going to provide you with the answers to this. Your ancestors are holding you by the hand. They're telling you that they're here to help you, to guide you, to show you the way. Remember, you are going to receive unexpected messages in dreams, and maybe chance encounters with strangers. You're going to hear voices whispered in the wind. So keep in mind, there are messages, there are things that your ancestors want to provide you with. They're around you at this time. We are headed towards Samhain, and this is the time when the veil is so thin that we're going to be able to see these beings, and we're going to be able to hear them, and things are just going to be even more clearer the closer we get. So adjustments are required, and the ancestors are here to provide you information to help you get through effectively through this situation. So just be very wary of this. This is definitely something that is coming, and it's going to help you and assist you moving forward. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw some tarot, and I want to go ahead and see exactly what what we're going to get here. So we're going to throw this tarot cards. These are from the Witch's Tarot Companion. So let's see, what will this week bring? What will this week bring? Wow. All right, so you've got a lot of major arcana. So this is definitely it's going to be a very interesting week for you. because I think that the things that you learn for this week are going to set you up for the future. The things that you decide on doing for this week are really going to shift and change your future. The things that you bring into your space for this week are going to mold you in a certain way where you will never be the same again moving forward. So it's interesting, and I feel that the reason why your ancestors are so close to you at this time is because whatever you learn, whatever you obtain, whatever information comes to you, that information is going to be so precise and so powerful in your life that you are going to essentially start acting, you're going to start talking, you're going to start moving in a completely new way. And so it will shape you, and it will shape your reality, and it will shape your future in a very dynamic way. You are headed down a certain path. And it's interesting, there's this sense of happiness that's been lacking. There's this sense of journey. There's this sense of adventure that's been lacking. And so I feel that it all has to do with your happiness, with what you want to truly feel and do, right? A lot of you, maybe you've restricted yourself for quite some time, which is why we're seeing the high priest reversed. That's restriction. We're seeing the Fool reverse. That's lack of adventure, lack of forward moving, lack of excitement. And then we're seeing the Death card, a symbol of death, transformation, moving from a place that was not ideal to a place that is. And we see it with the Sun, right? So the Sun is the outcome. The Sun is the end. The Sun is what we obtain at the end of this journey that you are going to start for this week. And that Sun means happiness, it means joy, it means prosperity, but it's internal prosperity. It's that prosperity that says, I'm happy no matter who I am, I'm content no matter what I have, I am so filled with energy that nothing can stop me. And so that's what the Sun promises, and I think that that's where you're headed at the end of this journey. All right, so that is what I see here, group number 3. I hope that this reading was helpful, truly powerful stuff. I gotta be honest with you, this is a very intense reading, but man, it is definitely very special. I want to thank you, Seekers, for supporting me, for being a part of this family. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.